How's it going, everyone? I'm Sean from Start to Finish Gaming, and welcome back to Palworld 1.0. So as you guys see behind me, I have a couple of eggs that, well, we're going to hatch here at the start of this episode. Let's go take a look at these. I've been exploring the map a little bit, came across these guys. That's just a normal common egg with a woolly pop. Oh, cool. Okay. Apparently, we haven't caught a single woolly pop. Really? Interesting. Okay. Moving on to the large dark egg, we have Hellzephyr. Okay. Do we not have any of those either? Huh, that's interesting. That ended up having Mine Foreman. We have a Verdant egg here with a Bristla, which we have a couple of those already. Okay, sounds good. We have a huge Verdant egg, which usually ends up being a Broncherry or a Braloha. We'll see what the huge one ends up being, which is Patalia. Huh. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Didn't know you can actually get those guys. By the way, let's go ahead and take a quick look at Patalia, because I feel like they could be really good in the base, or I feel like I've heard something about them. What's so important about these guys? Okay. When activated, okay. Planting work suitability for all other base pals by +1. Oh. So yeah, this is actually pretty good to have at your base. Unfortunately, this has Night Owl, so it tends to nap throughout the day due to being nocturnal. Huh. It also, when activated, Soothing Blossoms restore the player's health by 75%. That's actually kind of cool. I think I'm going to throw it in the base anyways, just for shits and giggles here. We'll see kind of what it does. Most likely it is going to go to sleep right now, but that's okay. But we are at the point, guys, that, well, I do feel that my character is a bit under-leveled. If we take a look at my character level, I'm at level 58, but I feel like going through the technology, well, we are severely lacking in that sense. And one of the things I actually noticed here is, well, this guy, the advanced bow. This does 5,800 damage, which is absolutely mind-blowing in comparison to what we're currently using, which is this guy here, the makeshift handgun, which does 560. So we're at a pretty interesting point, because in order to get this, well, there's a laundry list of things we need to do, honestly. In order to make the advanced bow, we need plasteel, carbon fiber, Nightstar sand. Okay. I've already looked it up. Nightstar sand is going to be in the desert at night. It's little shiny bits that basically we pick up along the way. No big deal. We'll be able to figure that out. Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is a combination of coal and flame organs, which, again, relatively easy. We can always go out and buy the flame organ. Not a big deal, but we can get that done. No big deal. Plasteel. Now, plasteel is kind of interesting because if we go up here, plasteel is crude oil and ore. Ore, we have plenty of it. Crude oil, not so much. In order to get crude oil, we need the crude oil extractor, which takes a lot of PAL metal ingot, 250 to be exact, and, well, 50 circuit boards. So you guys see how this is going. It's kind of like, okay, in order to get this, we have to get this, but in order to get this, we have to do this. If in order to do that, we have to do that. So it's going to be a bit of a interesting episode today. So let's go ahead and unlock a couple of these things, because not only do I want to potentially get the advanced bow and, of course, the advanced arrow, we now have access to the beam sword, and this thing is interesting. I want to try it out, long story short, okay? So I want to see if we can potentially, by the end of the episode, get a hold of these guys here. Now, like I said, plasteel. Let's move ourselves up the list here and unlock plasteel, which then means we need to do the crude oil extractor. And then on top of that, might as well go ahead and potentially upgrade our armor a little bit here, because currently we are using the refined metal, I believe it's called, which is 210 defense, 700 health, and the PAL metal helm, which is 210 defense with 490 health. This would upgrade us to 385 defense, 1,300 health, and I'm not going to unlock this because we actually do have a better one that we ended up getting as a schematic. Now, having a quick look at that here, that's going to be all the way down here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. That is going to give us 720 health with 312 defense. So, got a lot to do. Got a lot to do in today's episode, guys. I hope you guys are excited for this one. I certainly am. Now, because we've needed a decent amount of POW metal ingots, I've already went ahead and started making it. We only have 45. I am going to make 193 because, well, we're going to need a lot. But in order to get more POW metal ingot, which is something that we're going to need, we also need to go ahead and get some quartz. So let's go ahead and start off with that. Like I said, guys, it's going to be that kind of episode. We need to, in order to do this, we need to do this prerequisite. And in order to get the prerequisite done, we need to do the pre-prerequisite. All right, so if you guys want quartz, come on over here. This is probably one of the best spots I've found, Mount Floppy Summit. We are going to do a little shoot. We are going to do a little jump here, which, by the way, we will talk about how I'm able to go this fast gliding-wise here in a little bit. I also realized that I'm in the wrong spot. I need to be over there. And you guys also noticed, no fall damage. Yeah. Gonna talk about that here in a second too, because this is a pretty awesome combo. It's definitely something I'm gonna be using. Now, let's talk about that first. Let's look at my team, because my team has changed yet again. We have Chillit here at the start. We have Daydream, of course. This is the one I fully condensed and all that kind of stuff. We have Hengu and Celeray Lux. We also have a Floppy. Floppy is going to help us with the star sand or whatever, because pretty much Floppy will just pick it up as we run around. No big deal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, the other two. Hengu, as we all know, while it's in your party, it modifies the performance of the equipped glider, enables slow ascension while gliding. It will also bring you up higher in the air, which is really nice. And then, of course, as we talked about with Celeray Lux, this guy will prevent fall damage, and it also allows you to glide a little faster. Now, normally, if you actually have Celeray Lux on top of Hengu's ability doesn't work, which is very, very silly. But if you do it the way that I have it set up, where Hengu is higher up the list than Celeray, you get both. Kind of weird. You do get the no fall damage, you get the high speed acceleration gliding, and you also get the ability to just keep going higher and higher and higher, which is really, really cool. So I like that combo. It's definitely two that I'm going to stick with here. Let's see how much of this quartz we actually end up getting here. Kind of curious. Okay, so we got a total of 77 quartz. Okay, cool. Now, we're going to make our way back, because I want to get something a little better than that. I think we could do a little bit better. I think 77 is pretty good, but I do want to experiment and try something else, because last episode, of course, we ended up making what we're going to call specialized teams. We did it with the farming team. What if we went ahead and made ourselves a specialized mining team? All right, so let's go ahead and start making our mining team, because, well, we can get a little crazy with this. Again, we're going to have Hengu, and we're going to have Celeray Lux in here, because right now, personally, I feel like this combination is probably the best for traveling and all that specifically. We are also going to bring out... Where is he? There's two different pals that I'm looking for here. I am looking for... Yes. Turticle Terra. Turticle Terra will reduce the weight of sulfur and coal by 80%. So anytime we go ahead and gather some coal or sulfur, yeah, it's going to be dropped 80%. That's absolutely awesome. So we are going to go ahead and try to pick the best one here. I think this one's probably the best. I'll probably throw this out of the base too, because it does have remarkable craftsmanship. I don't know if this does anything for us, though, because he has no handiwork, so maybe not. Anyways, it's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and throw this turticle into our inventory, because while in the party, it reduces ore weight by 80%. Now, does that include quartz? I don't know. We're going to check that out. On top of that, too, it has lavish hospitality, so your dropped items are 100%. Will that include the dropped items that we get from mining the ore? That would be kind of cool. That would actually be really interesting. Now, for the final spot, well, it's Rush Ore, of course. And Rush Ore, in particular, this will increase the efficiency of destroying stone by 500%, which is really nice. The thing with Rush Ore is, and we'll kind of show off an example here with this, is when you go up to it, if you press left bumper for the Reckless Charge, it'll break down the ore, right? And we ended up getting 13 ore there. That's absolutely awesome. But I don't know if it'll work for the coal and all that. I think it's just not good enough, which means, well, why don't we condense this creature a little bit? Jumping into our inventory, though, and taking a quick look at this, we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rush ore. Now, the thing is, we need a total of 12, right? Because if we want to do the first upgrade, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we would need 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means, well, let's head back over to the beginning area. Let's go ahead and get maybe a total of 3 rush ore. And then, yeah. What I'm also looking for, too, is what if we get one with mining foreman? If we ended up getting one with mining foreman, that would give us a 25% increase when we harvest materials, right? But, like, would that work in this combination is my question. And there we go. That's 1. That's 2. And there we go. That's going to be 3, and that'll be 1 for good luck because we're not going to leave him alone by himself. Oh, maybe not. Come on. You know you want to. All right, well, there's our 3. You know what? Fine. Oh, wait, I have the PAL glasses on. I just realized. Take those off, and goodbye. Okay. All right, so now that we have our rush ore, let's head over to this base here, which, of course, is the breeding base that I've talked about before. I haven't really used it or anything yet. I'm kind of just slowly building up on the resources needed to make the cakes and all that, but I believe I do have a condenser here. Do I? I do. Okay, perfect. Okay, so out of all the rush ores that we ended up getting, actually, let's head back here just to keep things a little organized, just so it makes it a little bit easier to find all the rush ores. We'll take a look at the new ones that we got. I don't think any of them were mine foremen, so in that case, we will use the Serenity one. But let's have a quick look here. Healing Coach, easygoing, brave, sickly, conceited, musclehead, cheery, nothing, work slave, stronghold strategist, logging foreman and workaholic, diet lover, and slacker. Okay, so we didn't get anything. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to throw this rush ore in here. We're going to do this, and we're going to do, I think if you press X, yeah, there we go. Okay, so that'll bring us up to a 2-star rush ore. Okay, we will begin the condensing, and there we go. Okay, so now with a 2-star rush ore with Serenity, which, if you guys are curious, if you guys don't know, Serenity decreases the active skill cooldown of your attacks by 30%. So when we do Reckless Charge, we can do it 30% faster is basically kind of what we're getting at here. So now let's go back and try this again. So now if I want quartz, is this going to work or no? Because if it doesn't, then that tells me that there's going to be another PAL out there that reduces the ore for that. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to work. I think it's just going to be for ore specifically, which is going to be the copper, right? But we'll try it. Why not? And here we go. No fall damage. How great is that? I love this. All right, let's get you out here for a second. Let's do your left bumper, because now you should be able to do this. And there we go. Okay, 15 quartz. 30. All right, so we got 40. Now, from our character earlier, we got 60, didn't we? So we're not getting as much. We're getting a total of 40 each one, but at the same time, you're kind of just riding on a creature, and I feel like we're not using the durability of anything else. Oh, and there we go. Sulfur 40. Wow. Okay, that was kind of quick. All right, so currently they've made 63. Now we have 157. We'll throw that in here. We'll also acquire and cancel, just so we can see how much we can actually make now. Okay, so plasteel, that's what we talked about earlier. This, I can make a total of 247 additional. Wow, okay. We are going to set that as 247, just so they can potentially, hopefully get started on it, but still looking pretty good. 63 is really not that bad. Another quick little update, has nothing to do with today's episode, but I have started to make salads here. So they are eating salad, which is absolutely huge. Not sure if we talked about this, but salads will improve work speed for a period of time. So kind of they improve the work speed, then they get hungry, then they come over, and then they just have more salad, which I'm hoping is kind of creating this like positive feedback loop for them. I also like to take some and bring it over to the breeding base, because even though this is specifically a breeding base, I do have creatures over here doing a little bit of work. I have a little ranch going on here, which most of these are the materials needed. As you can see, eggs, milk, honey. We get a little bit of ore, and then we also get a little bit of wool, which I like to use for the, what is it called? The high tier cloth or whatever. So I like having all of this kind of going on. With them, kind of the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and give them some more, because we are at 322. They also have berries here because, why the heck not at this point? And then, oh, actually, I got to check all so I can insert this. And then I'm going to take half out, actually, and I'll bring it over to the other base. There we go. I don't like having that checked because I feel that they're going to start putting the food in there, even though they should be putting it in here specifically. So, anywho, let's go back to the other base and drop this off real quick. And there we go. And we'll uncheck all on this one too. Now, we've been doing all this because it is just about to be nighttime, which means, well, we need to go ahead and get that Night Star Sand stuff. Now, taking a look at our team, which, by the way, let me quickly do a preset here. If you guys don't know how to do this, head over to Party Pal presets, go on down to the preset that's empty, click A on it, it'll bring up that team. If you want to go ahead and change the name, press Y, and all you're going to do is rename, and I'm just going to name this Mining for now. Now, let's just say I wanted to make this team a little bit different, or if I wanted to, how do I want to put this? If I want to edit this team in any way, all I do is I basically update the party, press Y over here, and press overwrite, and this will go ahead and throw the new pals onto that specific preset. But we are going to take these guys all away, because now we're going to bring out a creature that we got a while ago that we haven't actually used yet. And that's because we haven't been able to get the saddle. But now, I think we have access to the saddle. And that is Azurmane. Azurmane apparently is very fast, so I kind of want to see what this thing can do. Now, because we're going to be heading out to an area that's relatively dangerous in order to get this star sand, I do want to have a Floppy again. I want to have you. I want to have my Daydream out here. And I do also want my Hengu. And I want... Where's my Daydream? Is this my Daydream? 4-star, yes. Okay. And then I also want my Celery Lux, which I've been using Runner. Doesn't really do anything, but that's okay. I just kind of like having it. And there we go. Okay, now, getting the Azurmane saddle... High quality cloth and Paldium fragment. Okay. And I think the reason for that is because we're starting to do this. It is. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this saddle made, and we'll see how fast this thing is. So, what am I missing? High quality cloth. Okay. Let's go ahead and make some high-quality cloth. Hopefully I have enough cloth. I mean, we do have wool back at the other base, so... I can make 22 here. I only need 15. Perfect. Okay. Another thing I ended up doing, too, is another quality of life update that they have in this. You know how normally you have to, like, hold down the button? It gets a little annoying. If you go into your settings of the game... and you go to game settings, I believe. And you go to, yes, and you go to controller pad. It's this right here. Single button press for hold interactions. If you have this turned on, instead of having to hold the button the entire time when you're doing this kind of stuff, all you'd have to do is click it once. It is a absolute lifesaver, honestly. Oh, man. It's one of those things I didn't really know about too much, and then I started going through the settings, and I'm like, wait a second. This is really good to have. All I have to do is literally just, and I'm going to purposely make a bit of a sound with this. That's the controller hitting the desk. I'm not touching it at this point, and my guy's still working on it. So this allows me, in the meantime, to, have a quick drink or something while my guy is going ahead and crafting this stuff. There we go. Saddle is made perfect. Another thing I actually just realized is one thing I want to update about, actually, is making the eggs. I think we're going to go ahead and change that setting back, because I've kind of been thinking about it too. Oh, that is in the actual settings outside the game. All right, let's go ahead and take care of that. So yeah, I've kind of been mulling this over in my head and everything, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that yes, it's so convenient having it basically down to a 0 timer and everything, but at the same time, making it 1 or just making it back to normal, I feel in the future, whenever we get like better tier egg incubators, it just shows how beneficial they are. You know what I mean? Like, if we keep it at 0 now, it doesn't matter if we have it. There's no point in advancing in that section. Is kind of what I'm getting at. In order to see the benefit, we have to have the egg incubator times back on. You know what I mean? But yeah, now that we're back in the game, I hope you guys are cool with that decision. I think in a good way, you guys don't really care. As long as we're having fun with the series. Let's have a quick look at what this guy is all about. And first of all, not what I was expecting based on the picture. I was not expecting a horse, to be honest. I get it. Azure mane, like a horse mane, I get it. Looking at that picture down there, though, doesn't it look like a dog? I don't know. To me, looking at that little sprite, that looks more doggish to me. But, okay, I still dig this thing. Let's see how fast it moves. So it's still pretty quick. Okay. This thing's pretty nice. And okay, so it has a Spark Blast and a Plasma Dash. Now, what's the Plasma Dash? Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay, that was quick, but, like, it didn't really do anything. Can you jump? Oh, you can jump. Can you double jump? You cannot double jump. What if I do Plasma Dash? What's going on? Oh, it's that. Okay. What if I jump and do the... Oh, it doesn't really go that far, though, the Plasma Dash, but still pretty cool, especially if there's like a ledge that I want to get over and I'm like, oh god, the jump's not going to be able to do it. I could just, well, a bad example, but you guys know what I mean. Ooh, no, it's fine. Okay, I like this thing. I really, really do. Cool. I think there's faster out there. I don't know if I want to cover that in today's episode, but there is a particular creature that I've been looking into, because as much as I love Palumba, the crazy looking thing that we saw in the last episode, because of how quick it is, I love it. The one downside is it doesn't work on normal paths, but there is a creature out there that does. And if you guys know what that is, then you know what that is, of course. But if you don't, yeah, we're going to be in for a treat when we eventually get that thing. Because this is a nice upgrade, don't get me wrong. This thing is great. But if you want to move insanely fast, there's a particular bird-like creature that you should be looking at. And again, we have so much to do in this episode. I don't think I want to go ahead and try to get my hands on that thing. I think I want to dedicate an episode to that because, yeah, that thing could be crazy. If we do end up heading to that region in today's episode, maybe we'll see it. We'll kind of take a quick look at it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for now, no, this looks pretty good. I think this is going to be quick enough once it does become night again. And we can make sure that we get over there. I think this is going to be quick enough where we can just pick up all those things along the way. And we should be looking pretty good. Okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, now looking at this thing, we also need circuit boards. All right, what do we need to make circuit boards? Jeez, there's just so many different components to this game. All right, so for this, we need quartz and polymer. Okay, what do we need for polymer now? All right, so for polymer, we need high-quality pal oil, and we don't have a lot of that, but... Ooh, can I purchase high-quality pal oil? Come on, please, one of you guys, please have high-quality pal oil. You do. Okay, it's for 300 right now, but... And I know we have 2 point something million, but I would rather bring over our buy and sell team here. Which, by the way, we should also be out there for sulfur. But yeah, let's get the buy and sell team out here. If you guys aren't aware, this is the buy-sell team. We'll use these guys. And the reason I have all these guys is I'm pretty sure they all have Noble. And if you guys don't know the ability, Noble increases the value of items when sold by 5%. I think it also works when buying stuff or selling stuff, though, and buying stuff. You'll get it at a discount, essentially. So let's have a quick look. We did say it was 300, so let's see how much high-quality pal oil is now with having Noble guys in our inventory, which that would be 30% off, 25% off, because it's five of them. Yeah, okay. So it should be 25% off. Let's see. Yep, 225. There you go. So if I wanted to buy, I don't know, let's go... Let's just move that over. Oh, no, I want to do it this way. Let's do 200. 45 grand. That's fine. Easy. How about sulfur? Can you actually buy sulfur from somebody? If not, no big deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're in the right area for sulfur. So as long as we come back with our new mining team, we should be able to handle it, right? Now, how much... First of all, where is it? There it is. How much do I need? I need 50. Or 47, rather. Okay, so that would be... Wait, why are you showing up down here? Oh, polymer. That's right, because we need the polymer first. Oh, man. All right, so we need 47 of these. And we'll get started with this. And unfortunately, from this angle, you can't really see, like, what's kind of going on here. You don't really get to see the bar, so I don't know how quickly this is going. I mean, I guess I could turn it off and get a little bit closer. Oh, we've made 6 already. Okay, that's not that bad. All right. Controller down. Quick drink break. All right, 41 polymer made, which should give us enough in order to make... circuit boards. There we go. All right, so I should be able to make... Oh, I'm going to need more quartz. All right. I guess I'll just leave that there. Maybe they'll work on it in the meantime. Let's go ahead and get more quartz. And there we go. Circuit boards are officially done. Okay, let's have a quick look and see. All right, so they've made another 25 metal ingots. Let's have a quick look. No, we're still at 184 out of 250. My gosh, this takes a lot of material. All right, well, at least we got one of the prerequisites done. I guess in the meantime, we're going to need a place to put down this crude oil extractor anyways, so might as well go ahead and get our third base kind of all set up here. I am going to need some stone. I think I could get stone and wood over there, right? Okay. Let's head on over to where our third base location is going to be, which is going to be Sunlit Isle. I'm really hoping I'm able to put a PAL box down here. But we'll have a quick look. There are plenty of trees, so we should be good there. I just need a little bit of stone. Oh, we have actually palladium rocks here. That's actually even better. I am going to need stone regardless, but that's at least convenient. We'll go ahead and grab you. All right. Let's take a look at this real fast. Nope. All right, that's okay. There we go. A little bit of wood. That's more than enough. How much do I need in order to make a PAL box? I need 8 wood and 3 stone. Okay, so a little bit more in that department. There we go. That is 6 wood. And there we go. That's 9 wood. Perfect. Okay. Now stone. Is there any stone I can grab just... How much do I need? I need 3 stone. There's got to be some stone in this island I can grab, right? Is this considered a rock? No. I can't pick you guys up off the ground, can I? And you're not stone, technically. This is what we're looking for, though. That's going to be where we're going to put down this extractor. Nope. Had to come back to base to get some stone. Crazy. All right, well... Oh, wrong thing. No, I put the wrong creature. Actually, you know what? Let's... Oh, we actually don't have a main team set up here. Interesting. All right, so maybe we should go ahead and do that real quick. I know we're getting a little distracted with what the main mission of the episode is, but it is what it is. That's okay. Okay, so you can put a PAL box down here. Perfect. Okay, so if I think for now, I'm just going to kind of set this thing up right here. I'm curious to see what kind of space we're looking at. Yeah, we're really not looking at a lot. But again, this is really just going to be for these oil extractors, so I'm not really too concerned about the space or anything. What else are we going to need for this, though? Requires a power supply to operate. Okay. Now, in order to have a power supply, that means we're going to need a... Where is it? We need this. 50 ingot and 20 electric organs. We should be able to get that back at base. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I guess for right now, this will be the main team because it is just about to turn over to night. So before we do any of that, let's fast travel to the next place, which is going to be way over here. Nope. Way over here. But I think we have to wait for nighttime. So let's go ahead, wait that out, and then we'll skedaddle on over. All right, so we got to be careful over here because these things are leveled like 50, 60, something like that. But yeah, this is kind of what we're looking for. Now, all I got to do is just go through and grab it, which kind of stinks that you only get one. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that's a Gelroy. That's cool. We get this here. Not sure what that is, but... That's kind of cool. All right, but yeah, pretty much we're just running through and clicking X. I would like a faster creature, but it's okay. It's fine. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. This is level 10. Keep that in mind. All right, so I think we're going to need a total of... Oh, no, he's about to run out of stam, too. Oh, shoot, this isn't good. Oh, I should have had a water creature with me, too, just in case. Could you stand back? Go, 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 go. Ooh, what are you? You're cool looking. Celestier. Okay, nice. I've also realized the Floppy is not, like, doing anything, because I'm literally running across and grabbing them. Live and learn, right? All right, it's relatively safe right here. What are you? Oh, you're Hexalite. Oh, wow, you got a lot of this stuff. And it's not that heavy. I mean, it's heavy, but it's... Oh, wow. Okay, that might change things for us. Because we're like one level off from Hexalite armor. I mean, if Hexalite is this relatively easy to get, which, again, I have a level 10 Azimare right now. The fact that I'm able to run through this and not really get too damaged or anything should tell you this really isn't too bad, right? We've had a couple of moments. Don't get me wrong, but this really isn't too bad. As a Gelroy is aggroed to us now, but still. But yeah, apparently you can do this you might be able to do this during the daytime. I don't want to say you can or you can't. But because it's light out, it's really, really hard to see these things. So whether they spawn in or not entirely sure. And I know right now we're not really seeing anything, but I'm kind of going the path back because, yeah, it's actually about to be done with nighttime. So, oh, there we go. So at least if there's a couple that I've missed along the way, right? But like, yeah, ganglers are here too. That's kind of cool. But yeah, all this stuff is so high leveled in comparison to us. Do I have... Oh, gosh. No, that Van Worm's getting involved. No, 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 no. Get your stand back. Get your stand back. By the way, I think that's where I ended up getting that really good thing that we'll talk about when we get back to base because I don't want to end up getting hit by something. Let's go, 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 go. Okay, couple more. All right, we'll get you. We'll get you. We'll get you. And then there's one more right here. One more right here. And there we go. All right, let's get back to base. Let's not get stuck. And let's get back to base. Let's see what we ended up with. All right, so how much do we end up getting here? 54. Hey! I think we needed 50. So you know what? That's pretty cool. We also ended up picking up, of course, Hexalite and this Dark Fragment. Not really sure what that's all about, but that's okay. Okay, so what is the next step here? I needed to make this for the base because we needed 50 ingots, which now we have, right? I took that out. Cool. So we can go over to the other base and add this. And then we need them to make a few more of these. We're going to do... I have 198 right now, so 52 would be the amount that I need. Yeah, there we go. You guys get started on that. Okay. But yeah, so for this bow and stuff, yeah, we would need 20. And then we need 20. So we would have a little bit extra so we can make some arrows. Oh, you don't actually need it for the arrows. Why did I think we needed 50? 20? 20, that's 40. That's all right. No big deal. Let's go ahead and throw these eggs in here. It's going to be kind of weird seeing timers on them again. But maybe towards the end of the episode. This might be some really good stuff, though, too, because we ended up getting this over on, I guess that's Faybreak, right? So, yeah, we could end up having some pretty good stuff here. On top of that, while doing that run, I ended up getting these exotic spheres, which in comparison to what we've been using, which, let's be honest, we've pretty much been using these, 7 capture power, 14 capture power, 20 capture power, 27, 33, 38, and 50. Wow. We should be able to catch almost anything with that. Anything we've come across, at least. All right, what did I want to look at in here? There was something in particular that I just thought of. That's, of course, not coming to mind right now. Oh, this. Okay, so we needed a little bit of leather. This will give us Speedy Worker level 3. That's cool. Pendant of Diligence. Is that... We don't have that on our character? Oh, we don't. I have this, which is that charm that I talked about over on Faybreak. That building that we passed as the Van Worm was attacking us. Yes, this is what you get from there. It's heat resistance level 3, cold resistance level 3, and health up to level 4. So certainly really, really nice there. Yeah, while you're working on this, I'm going to pull out the 20 that we need here. Let's try that again. 20 that... Third time's a charm. 20 that we need here. We're going to pull out 29. And we're going to pull out all 50 of that in order to make that electric pylon thingy. Let's get that set up over here. My worry is the electric pylon thing isn't going to be enough to run one. I'm hoping it is, but I'm worried it's not. We'll set you up right over here. Why not? Doesn't really matter where we set this up, right? Why not there? All floors must be touching the ground. Okay, that's a bit silly, but that's okay. We'll put you kind of right in there, right by the water. That makes sense, yeah. How long is this going to take me? This is going to take me 41 seconds. Cool. Drink break. All right, that should be all the Palmetal ingot to finally make this thing. It is. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's head to the new base. But yeah, this one's just going to specialize right now in crude oil production. I think how we're going to set up this base. I think eventually I would like to make this almost a... How does this work? Oh, you kind of just place it on top. Okay. Now, is there a particular way it has to face? No. All right, so we'll face it this way. 5,000 workloads. It's going to take me 6 minutes just by myself. Okay, let's do this real quick. I don't know if we're going to need fire pals or we're going to need... I don't know. Handiwork 7. Let's bring you guys out real quick. You have Handiwork 5. We'll bring you out real quick. You have Handiwork 4. We'll bring you out real quick, and we'll see... All right, what are we looking at now? Minute 33. Okay, I think we could do a little better than that. Okay, so... Who else we got? Pen Kings are 2. Pen King Lux is 2. We don't have anything better than 2s at that point? We gotta have something better, right? Lavander 3, fine. We got these guys. 3s. There's gotta be something a little bit better than 3, right? You're a 5, perfect. And you're a 3, cool. Okay, I think that's gonna be good enough. I think that'll... 52 seconds. Yeah, all right, that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and put all these guys back. We'll leave you out. What are you working on? Okay, yeah, you're powering this. That's cool. Okay. I think I'm going to keep a couple of slow watts out here just to kind of keep that electricity going. We have a total of 3 of them. And then... Oh, this just works by itself, so you don't necessarily need a PAL to run this. Interesting. Just as long as there's power, you're good to go. Interesting. Okay, well, what if we only keep 1? How are you a slack? Oh, you have Musclehead. We have 2 with Musclehead. That's why. So really... You're the best one. And then maybe if we keep a Grisbold here, so like when he gets tired, the Grisbold will jump in. And I mean, I guess the Grisbold's going to knock down trees and stuff too. It is what it is. But I guess that's kind of the combination. We got to keep this thing running. 54. 53. Oh, no. You're actually... Oh, you don't have enough power. Oh, that's kind of what I was worried about. Oh, shoot. Would it make sense to make a second one of these? Would that help? Let's try it. Yeah, if this doesn't work, my biggest worry is going to be, 1... Are we going to have to make another one of these? Well, no, we wouldn't be able to make another one of these. First, we would have to get the electricity situation figured out, which is this, which is 200 more Palmetal ingot. But if this works, then we would just physically assign each electric pal to one of these. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. But I'm thinking of having 2 of these run, having 2 pals on them at once. Yeah, look, you can't... Wow. Okay. Let's just set you up here and see what happens. I'm thinking maybe the Grizzbolt works on this one. The Slow Watt works on the other one. Ugh. I guess the other option is, do we condense Grizzbolts, which means we got to go get another Grizzbolt. We would need 2 Grizzbolts. Because we would need 5. Oh, shoot. This is... All right, so you're not increasing this. And you're not increasing this. And that is... It is working. It is working. So are they barely keeping this thing running? Or is it because we have the 4% here? Because then what that tells me is, all right, let's just get another one. 3%, shoot. They're still not drawing enough power. And now with him walking away, that's going to go, isn't it? All right, what happens when this hits 0? All right, 1%. Yeah. Not enough power. No. We can't even get past step 1. I don't think adding another one really helps here, honestly. You got to be kidding me. I got to make one of these guys. I think I have enough electric organs. I'm not really worried about that. It's the 200 Palmetal ingot. Oh, no. All right, well, this plan has kind of gone downhill. All right, overall, what do I actually need in order to make this stuff? So first of all, we have the... There it is. I need 25 plasteel. I'll need Palmetal ingot again, of course. Oh, no. Okay, so let's see. If I want to make this, I can make 84 of these right now. Let's start production on that, because I'm curious how long is this going to take? Oh, good God. I don't know why I thought this was going to be, like, a lot faster or anything, but... Oh, God, that's slow. Yeah, we need to, like, start condensing creatures like crazy. I only have 3 of these, so I can't even condense these guys. Shoot. All right, well, I guess we can go ahead and hatch these eggs. Come on, give me something good at least. Hell Zephyr. Okay, good, but, you know, not... Oh, shoot. Prunella. Okay, that's the thing that's inside the base that... Okay, that's a pretty good find. Okay. Large common egg. What are you going to be? A Eikthyr. Okay, which we already have, so... Dark egg. Splatterina. Okay, that's new. We'll take a look at that. And large rocky egg. A Serpentera. Okay. What does the Serpentera have? Fit as a fiddle. Okay. Let's take a quick look at Splatterina, because I definitely remember that being something, too. Okay, so. Blade of Uncontrolled Passion. What? First of all, it's got 6 handiwork. Wow, okay. While in party, the amount of items obtained from using the meat cleaver increases by 100%. Doesn't stack. Oh, okay, so you could be... Oh, so you're definitely good for... if we ever wanted to... I don't know if I actually have any, do I? The bounties? No, I don't. Okay, I thought I had a couple of humans in here. Apparently I don't. Okay, so it's good for them. So yeah, if we see any bounties, definitely keep this Splatterina thing around. That's interesting. And with your passives, you have attack 15%, defense -15, and you have farmhand, which doesn't really help you, but that's okay. So, this episode's kind of interesting because, of course, well, not really any progress in this one, unfortunately, but it has made me realize that condensing is the name of the game now. You know, unless we try to go out and get even better creatures, but I think at this point, if we could potentially get, like, a couple more Gangler Ignises, get that thing condensed a couple of times, if we can get a couple of Blaze Howls, get them condensed, get a couple of Grizzbolts, get them condensed, yeah, I think we'll be looking a little bit better in this space. Unfortunately, right now, at least for the things that we are looking to go for, we just don't have the pals to be able to do it, you know? So I think that's what I'm going to focus on between episodes, and it makes it a little bit easier because if we take a look at the map here, of course, we have Grizzbolt down here, so that should be relatively easy to be able to kind of farm. We have Grizzbolt, and we have Blaze Howl up here, so that's 2 out of the 3 that I discussed. And then what I'll just have to do is I'll just have to kind of keep making trips over to this area and just keep fishing up Gangler Ignises, and then hopefully eventually we'll be able to condense it and I guess go from there. I'm going to let this, of course, run in the background in between episodes, so hopefully by the next episode, maybe we'll be able to make all the stuff that we needed, but although no progress, definitely a big realization that we need to upgrade, and we need to upgrade badly. Guys, regardless, I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly maybe not enjoyed sitting here waiting for the stuff, but it was certainly an enlightening experience of what we need to do next. That's going to wrap this one up, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you all in the next one.